Hi, this is going to be a different kind of video today. I hadn't intended on doing any talking videos because I have a little bit of a cough and my voice sounds a little scratchy. You know, when you were a kid and you kind of liked when your voice sounded like that? Not so much fun when you're grown up and you want to do some talking. But I'm going to show you something from the Occasions catalog. It's the Beauty Abounds and the Butterfly Beauty Thinlits. I've not even stamped with them. I've not done anything with them. It's all brand new. But if you follow me, you may know that on Pinterest, whenever I get new dies, I usually run them through, unless they're just framelits. But if they do something different or funky, what I always do is I get them out and then I just place them all on my Big Shot and I run them all through just to see what they do. Because so many of our dies now, they don't cut. They are just leave impressions, or they look stitchy, or they're foldy marks, or you know, they layer on each other. So the stamp set is beautiful, but the dies don't necessarily go. Some of them, I can tell there's some framelits, so I'll pull those off. It only looks like there's 2 framelits that do the butterflies. So let's see, there's this. I can't take the pictures because my phone is filming. But if you go over to my website later and then on Pinterest, I will have these. So I'll show you what the framelits and the dies do. So here's the 2 framelits. So you get those 2, and those will cut out. Then you get all of these, and so there are a ton of, like I can tell this is going to be flowers. I can tell there's going to be a whole lot of butterflies. There's going to be some little butterflies. Some of the butterflies are stuck together. So I'm just going to roll these through real quick. So if you don't have them yet, if you're a demonstrator, we've been able to pre-order them. I've had mine for a while. I've had them since I got back from Orlando, but I just didn't have any time to stamp with any of my new stuff until now. And actually, at any moment, the UPS man could be ringing my doorbell because I have stuff coming. I have my magnetic platform here, and I have my regular one. But we did do catalog order yesterday, pre-order. So this I've had since Orlando, and now I have more stuff coming. So what I always do, and this is fun for you to do too if you get it, because then you're going to know what your dies do. These are even kind of hard to tell what's stuck together. But it also tells you when you get them which plate maybe works best. If I run them through on my regular plate and it doesn't work, then I'm going to hop over to my magnetic plate. I do have the precision plate. I don't use it very often just because when I put it down at my camps and classes, then it's confusing for people. This is the biggest one, so I'm going to stick it in the middle. I'm going to do this first little thing here. There's all these teensy-tiny ones. I don't have my catalog laying here. I can't show you the inside of the catalog yet. If you're watching this later and it's past the time, I'm filming this in December, and we can't show the inside of the catalog until, it may say on the package. Let me see if it says how many pieces are in here. Usually they say 20 pieces, so there's 20 dies in here. And I always throw this piece away as soon as I'm done with it because this tape is super sticky. And if anything sticks to it now, then it gets ruined. So usually what I do, hint, is I just fold this sucker up. And then that's the last my dies ever see of it. Because otherwise I've lost cards, I've lost all kinds of stuff if they have accidentally get stuck to that. So let's roll this piece through here. And we'll see what this does. It also tells me like how many times I may need to roll it through. Because I do it with my general anytime I do these. Here's my once through, and then I always do a back through. And then I always pick it up and look. I can already tell that these are separating. And I have 2 Big Shots, and this is, I'm filming this after I just had camp. So if you flip it over, it looks like most of them cut, but because they stayed together, I'm going to go ahead. I always like to, on these more intricate dies, do it one more pass with your blades up. Now you can see that they're really separating. You can see they're popping all apart. And then if I feel like some of them still haven't popped apart, one more roll through this and kind of hold your plates together so they don't bounce all around. But one more roll of this is a lot faster than taking your pokey tool, which I don't know where my take your pick tool is. But see, now they've all separated. And now I'm not going to spend a ton of time poking them out. So we've got these two little ones. They gave me tiny little butterflies. So those are stuck in there. This stayed. And sometimes then when you've rolled this through a couple of times and they don't cut, then you're like, oh, that was an embossing die. It was never meant to cut. That one stayed in there. This one stayed. So someplace I have a little butterfly that's popped out. That did pop out. I think it must still be on here. Yep. That looks like it could be scrap. It's such a teensy tiny little butterfly. So there we go. I'm going to put those on here. I should have gotten in here. Let me grab another color of cardstock. And you're just doing this on the fly. So we've got that tiny little butterfly. This one's going to pop out too. Another tiny butterfly. And I am going to have to find my take your pick tool. Or one of my pokey things. Or some scissors or something. Because this is a... I haven't totally put everything up from camp. So, when everything's not put up where it's supposed to be yet... I do have more than one take your pick tool, and I have about 5 pokey things. I think that one of them might be laying here. Well, here's a pokey thing from a decade ago, so we'll go with it because it still works. Okay, so this is the piece de resistance, I can tell, because this, is the biggest, and it's beautiful. I already know that with this one, I will be doing a card with the brush show, like I've done the last couple of catalogs I've all had. Really pretty dies that work really well with my brush show technique that I did last year for the first time with the Occasions catalog. I may do that as soon as I'm done doing this. I'm working on the night that my demonstrators come over and trades. And I have a shoebox swap, so lots of demonstrator stuff left in December. My customer stuff is done. So here's this. That's how that cut. I'll lay that there for you to see. I don't have all of the little things poked out, but that makes a beautiful... I also thought, because I can tell from the catalog that there's 2 big pieces. Those make really pretty mobiles. So here's some more of the little butterflies. Be a lot of pieces when I'm done with this. You're gonna have so many butterflies if you run these through. There's a little butterfly. I should have put my magnet board over here to put these on as I was finishing. Here's the leaf. So you've got that. I knew I would cough. When you're home alone and just me and my cats. They're not in here. I haven't talked enough today to get all the scratchiness out of my throat. So do you end up with 4 of those, and there's more of these on the other plate, which is nice. If you want to do a card and have a bunch of those, I'm already thinking of some ideas in my head of what I'm going to do with those. So stay tuned for the card. That may actually be the one I'm going to do next, because I have a pretty idea that is just fluttering in my head right now. And because this is on the magnet, every time I drop these now, it's sticking to it. So there's another one. And these are sticky too from the tape. So you can take some, sometimes they take a magic eraser and get that sticky off where it's stuck to the tape. I remember the days when you got a big shot thing, it would just cut them out. Now it's a whole process when you get new dies to figure out what they do and clean them up and get them out. So there's that. And we have one more. So we have all these. So that's only half the package of the dies. My sister is a teacher, and she has headed up a monarch project, a butterfly garden. So she loves butterflies. Okay, I was thinking there was no more flowers, but there's this. So this is kind of a leafy thing as well. This might be able to work in the thing that's going on in my head. And here's the other giant one from this package. And it's a little bit more detailed than that one. You can see that one was fairly solid butterflies. And then here's all the little butterflies from this one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 little butterflies. And then we have 3 more of these ones that are going to cut the tiny little butterflies out. And then take this and fold that puppy up, because otherwise, like, if those get stuck on it, then I'd have to run them all again, and that has happened before. Move that in more into the middle. Okay, so one pass through. Another pass. I don't think I got all the way to the edge for that one. And then just hold your plates tightly together. If you hold them tightly together, then they don't move. I did get to the end. And I can see that most of them have cut. I'm going to show you. You can kind of see that they've cut here a little bit. My plates cut as well. You can see that these cut better, but these more intricate ones, the paper is not separating. So what you want to see when you roll it through your Big Shot, so you don't spend a lot of time, most of these I haven't really poked. I just pushed them out of the die, but you can see I didn't have to poke any paper out. This one right here has a couple things in it, but all the rest of it just fell out. So you want to see that your paper has separated. So now that I have my plates up, when I pass it through, I'm going to go there, and then I'm going to bring it one more time back, just because, again, it's so much quicker to roll this one thing, especially when you have this many dies on here. Now look. Now look at all that separation. So now you know that they've truly cut, because how many times have you rolled it through and you think you're good, and then you pick it up and it didn't even cut through, and then you've just ruined your paper, and then you sit there and try to fiddle with it and try to make the dies, force them out. But look, see, those are some cut dies, and those are cut. So if my other Big Shot isn't quite as tight as this one, and I wasn't really sure because of camp. This is my preferred Big Shot. The other one takes one more pass, and sometimes it does take an additional little shim underneath. It does work better with the magnetic plate, and I always think that I'm going to wrap some ribbon or something around the handle so I can remember. But look, most of this has come out. There's a few little things right in here, but those I can poke out super easy with this, and they'll come out. This is the other big die. And see, these are just lifting out. And this one does have some impressions on the side of it. You're seeing it for the first time with me. It's kind of like it's not an unboxing because they've been out of the box for weeks. The UPS man came while I was on with you guys. I could run down and do that unboxing. I don't even remember what I ordered. No, actually I couldn't, because I have some Christmas presents for my daughter. She's a demonstrator, but she won't watch this because, you know, she doesn't watch her mom's videos. So I guess I could do it because she wouldn't see her Christmas present. So I'm not having to poke the things out, but because these are tiny, they're jammed in there. So I'm just getting the paper out to get it started. Back when I had nails, I could use my nails to do that, but I don't have nails anymore. And I will take a picture of these, and I'll put all of the finished dies up on my website so you can see those. So I'll put the link down in the bottom part. I'll take a picture of all the dies So there's some super cute, and again, I've lost the butterflies are over on this thing. Because when you run, I think if when I do my other project and I just use some of these little ones, I won't have to roll it through so many times so they won't get stuck. That's some scrap. And then still over on this piece, see here's some of my little butterflies right there. There we go, and here's some of the little butterflies. The ones that are the individual ones, it appears to be the ones that are staying. And I think this is the last one. So I can move this out of here. But who is seeing with me some masking? You could sponge this, and then you could stamps over the top of it, because there's some good masks that are coming out, some really perfect butterflies. So I didn't end up needing my magnetic plate at all. I did not run those through because those are framelits, and I didn't stamp the stamps yet. So there are so many dies, I can't even really spread them out for you guys to see, but I will take a picture. So that's what you get, 20, I guess you get about 18 butterflies because there's these two leaves. So that's beautiful. And then I will tell you that the stamps, I'm not going to do it for you because I've not done it yet. They are the new cling mount. So Stampin' Up! Will no longer have wood mount. So, you know, our clear mount, people have always gotten the photopolymer and the clear mount confused. So you've been able to pick between wood, clear, or photopolymer. Photopolymer is the see-through, and that is the material that the stamps are made from. Those are photopolymer, and they are clear. We will still have those. And then the wood and the clear mount, that referred to what you stuck your stamp onto, either a wood block or a clear block. It didn't mean that the stamps were clear. It meant they were red rubber. So we'll still have all the red rubber stamps, but the mounting system has gone to cling. So this is super, super sticky. And if you've watched my videos, you've probably noticed in the past, sometimes I didn't stick my stickers on them because they would fall off. But this new cling system, they're super, super sticky. So I haven't done these yet. This will be the first stamp set that I stick these on. So after I've used them, I'm sure I'll come back and I'll give you some hints with those too. But this will be up on my website, and I will post that for you to see it and get ready to stamp a card with it. Or maybe a couple of cards, because there's a whole lot you can do with this stamp set and die. Have a good day. Bye.